is on and working or not. So we shall wait and see. I don't know. So this is the first live I've done. I don't know comment wise where it comes up. Where are we? I guess they'll come up at the bottom. I guess. I'm not too sure. If you're on, if you can see it, if you can see this, click, pop a comment, because I don't know if the comments are working or not. It's the first live I've done. I'm basically trying out. I'm up at the unit, so I thought I'd give the live a go, but I don't know how the comments will show. Where are we? Chat viewing options. Yes, Wayne. Big Wayne. How are we doing? Oh, yeah, that's it. The comments are coming up. First live I've done, so I don't know if it was working right. So, yeah, Andy Clark said it's working great. Sorted. There we go. So, I'm thinking of doing more lives on the channel. I haven't done one. I think about 2 years ago, I said I should start doing lives on maybe like a Sunday afternoon, mid-afternoon, or well, depends what people want. Depends what people want and when it'd fit. Obviously, I've been doing the van chats. I could maybe switch that out for, say, a live every Wednesday night at, I don't know, 6, 7 o'clock, something like that. It'd be interesting to hear what people would think to having a live midweek, because obviously if you've been a subscriber to the channel for years and years, you'll know that I used to do Wednesdays and Sundays religiously. I think for like the first 3 years I didn't miss a Wednesday and a Sunday, but obviously as things progress and commitments elsewhere and whatnot, it's been a little bit tricky. But saying that, there isn't a video tonight. There isn't a video tonight because I had a mental week, but I'm going to try and get one out for Wednesday. I've got a little short one for Wednesday, so I'm going to try and get that out. Where does it come up with all the old comments that have come on? I can't read. Is it maybe there? I don't know. I can't find them. Where is it? I'm trying to find the comments, boys, where anyone has commented. Top fans, maybe? No, don't know. So yeah, I was up unit this morning sorting some bits out because I've switched the racking out in the back of the van. Is that going to come to the channel? I don't think it is. I think it was for a brand that reached out to me and said, would you be interested in a load of new racking for the van? So I've done that. In fact, I'll give you a little snick of it now. Let me show you if the Wi-Fi will reach. So that was the old racking. That's the old racking I got years and years ago. So let's see. There you go, look. That's the new racking I've put in. A company sent the racking out to me and wanted me to do a video. So I've kept the side racking because what I always like to do is keep this side door. So when I open it, I've just got stuff straight to hand, and it means that no one, if they bust in through that side door, they can't get through into the back. But yeah, this is the stuff I've put in. It's pretty good, to be honest. It's fairly strong. It works well being the black, and my drill's down that far end. It works quite well. So yeah, we done that this week, so I had to get that filmed for a company, so I've been massively busy with that. Start a bathroom Monday, start a bathroom tomorrow morning. We've got a wet room coming to the channel. It was meant to be today's video, but as I said, I didn't get time. So it's going to be next weekend's video, a wet room in my pal's house where the wet room floor failed. And it's quite interesting because I didn't know whether to rip the whole lot out or just do the floor. So keep an eye out for that one next week. It turns into a bit of a can of worms. We start getting the floor out and the actual floor underneath it, actual floor underneath it is just rotten to pieces. Like paper mache, you literally lean on it and it just crumbled and fell away. So we had to completely rip the floor out, put jackerboard in, different gully going into it. So yeah, that's coming next week, hopefully. What else do you want to know? It's dead weird, right? Because I can film content to camera, I can film everything that I do, but then when it's like this and I'm talking to the camera, not sort of pre-filmed, I I find it a little bit strange sometimes. But no, it's all good. It's all good. As I say, I was just testing the live out this morning because, to be fair, I'll probably add it into one of my videos asking people if they'd be interested in live on like a Wednesday night or whenever, you know, maybe Saturday mornings or something like that. Just so people get to know, for argument's sake, every Wednesday at 7 I'll do half an hour or something like that, just so that people learn that they're the sort of times if they want to ask me anything or know anything or ask me anything about my plumbing journey and social media. I'm quite open with social media stuff. A lot of us who do the YouTube content, the likes of me, Luke, Blue Bulldog, Dan, Central Heat King, Pete, PB, we all sort of talk amongst ourselves anyway. So yeah, we don't mind sharing little things and behind the scenes sort of stuff that we have to do, because a lot of people ask me, does it take a long time to do the videos, the content? And to be honest, for maybe a 25-minute video, you're probably looking at probably 6-7 hours by the time I've got the content. Obviously, I film that on the fly, so that's fine, but getting it all converted to my phone, so I edit everything on my phone, then completely editing it, sitting down, editing it. Once you've done that, you've got to put the soundtrack on it, the voiceovers on it, and then convert it over to YouTube. Then you've got to do your thumbnail and your title and your description, and it's a minefield sometimes. Glenn, how you doing, mate? All good. Wayne, does the pressure to put out content ever get on top of you, mate? It does. Honestly, I call it the YouTube monster. It's really weird because you don't think it's gonna when you start doing it, and then it becomes. That's why I didn't Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Sundays constantly, and it put a lot of stress on me. And sometimes I find myself not having anything to put out, and that massively played on your mind at the back end of sort of stuff, going, shit, I need to get some content out, because people become really invested in it. And you know, you watch your favorite YouTube channels. I've got my favorite channels that I watch. Ironically, I don't watch much plumbing. I spend all my time plumbing, and then I spend all my time editing my content. Now and again, I might flick on the other lads' channels, but I do always go give it a thumbs up to the other lads' channels, just to support, really, because I don't think people realise just how much a comment or a thumbs up on a video helps to push that video. And that's why you'll see on every channel, people are like, give it a thumbs up, give it a subscribe, drop a comment in it. Putting a comment in the videos just helps the algorithm. If you put a video out and there's no engagement on it, YouTube sort of says, well, no one's watching it, no one's interacting with it, we're not going to push it at our end at the back. So, you know, when we say just hit that thumbs up button, and so many people still think that you have to pay to be subscribed to a YouTube channel. Obviously, you don't. Just hit that button and away you go. But yeah, that's the reason why we all go subscribe, like, comment, all that sort of stuff. It just massively helps, really does help. So if you haven't, go on the videos and hit it. Dan, does it... Oh, I've lost that comment. I don't know how to pull comments back up on these lives. This is a live on my phone. I don't know. Some messages are visible. No. Dan, if you're there, maintenance plumber Dan, drop that comment back up, because it's gone. It's gone somewhere into the outer space. I think it was something like, how do you keep the social media side and the plumbing side? It's two full-time jobs, basically. It's almost, it's almost, Glenn, it's almost a day's work editing your video. Yeah, honestly, mate, it is. I worked it out. I sort of timed myself on one of the videos. I think there was an hour and a half's worth of raw footage on my GoPro. By the time I'd condensed that down, edited it up, spent the time putting a little bit of an audio track on there, voiceover on it, converted it to YouTube. I think I worked it out to be something like 10 to 12 hours for one video. And that's why when they bomb and they don't do very well, you're properly pissed off. because you're investing a lot of time. But I really like the process of editing and telling a story with it. You'll be surprised at how, when I'm filming, I don't know, something like the boiling tap video I done the other week, I'm thinking about how the video is going to be while doing that job. Whereas when I first started, I just filmed everything and it was really raw. And sometimes I'll go back to early videos and see the difference that it's come, you know, the editing process that's happened during the time I've been doing it. But I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the editing stuff. I find it quite therapeutic, as I think people have said. Do you get paid for doing your lives and shorts? Lies, I don't know, mate, Dan. This is the first one I've done. I assume so. What I think you can do with your lives is, I could, once we've done this, hit the button and it will upload to the channel. Then if people go back and watch it after it's been live, I think then YouTube will be able to put adverts into it, because obviously you get paid through the advert revenue on YouTube. But I don't know, mate, to be honest. I don't know if you do. Shorts, yes, you do, if they do mega numbers. For instance, I think I've got a short, for argument's sake, there's a short out there that's got 1 million views, let's say. I might have earned 20 quid off that one. But a lot of shorts do, you know, 40, 50, 60,000 views. You get nothing. You get like 1p, 2p. Obviously, the long form content, which is what I prefer doing. I find it so much easier to make a 25-minute a Sunday night video, 25-minute long form storytelling content, than I do a 60-second reel. I really struggle. I've just been doing some bits up the unit this morning, getting my van loaded out for tomorrow, and I've got some little bits that I could do little shorts with and make little reels and little bits of content. I just find it, I don't know, I just don't. That's the way you blow up, like, you know, these massive accounts with big numbers that are flying along. It's all short based. It's easy to grow numbers doing shorts, I think, but it's not for me. I prefer the long form stuff. I think it's more engaging. I like to tell that story. So yeah, but as I said, this is just a bit of a trial, bit of a test to see if the lives work. And because where I am up at my unit, I've got Wi-Fi put in. You know, one of them little 120 quid a year dongle things that I just plug in, and I just wanted to see if it was working right. I guess a 25-minute video is easier to cut down than trying to do it all in a short form. Yeah, I mean, what you can do, you can take elements of that 25-minute video and massively compress it down, then change it to portrait, and then just massively crank the speed up on it so it comes through dead fast. That's what a lot of people do. But yeah, to cut down a 25-minute video, because I think there's content, Poppy Nixon, love your videos. Thank you, Poppy, appreciate that. I think to cut down a 25-minute video that you've built a story behind, it sort of loses where you're going with it. I think you've got to film a short, or for argument's sake, changing a tap washer, changing a tap cartridge. You'll put your phone there and film that and then cut that content down. But yeah, long forms are one I prefer, I think. Well, not I think, I do. But interestingly, I've got an email come through this week, and I'm going to mention this on one of my van chats, because I haven't done a van chat for ages. I like doing them. I've got an email come through this week from a company that want me to do a 30-minute talk about how I've gone from being a plumber to doing social media content and then to hosting the Trade Legends podcast. And it's basically a talk to some high-end people within the plumbing and the construction industry in like a conference room. So I dare say there's 20 people in this room, but me to stand up in front of them for half an hour and tell them about that journey, and then onto the podcast that I do at the end, and then sort of say to them, what would you as a brand, as a company, want to get out there if you came on the podcast? So this email's come through, and straight away I'm like, this is something that I need to do. You don't know what sort of doors it can open. This is something I need to do. And then I sort of shit myself and went, can I stand up for half an hour in front of a room of people and talk about my journey from plumbing into the social media side, and then about the podcast? And they always say, don't they, outside your comfort zone is where the magic happens. It's really exciting. I really want to do it. I mean, it's in a couple of weeks, but I think I'll be so nervous, but massively excited at the same time. So I'm going to reply to them this week and just sort of throw myself in front of the bus and go, yeah, I'll do it. Hopefully they'll allow me to do a little bit of back and forth with the people sat there watching, because I can do that. I'm like hosting a podcast. I can rapport with someone and sort of get a little bit of chat out of them like that. But for me to stand there for half an hour, go for it, Wayne says, stand with it for half an hour, it could be quite hard. Taylor, I'm a plumber on commercial sites, recently done my SSTC supervisor. See, that comment's gone. I don't know how to get, it's not even, when the comments come up, I don't know how to find them yet. Messages are visible. Here we go. I think I've done it. I think I found it. I didn't think I was nervous beforehand, but whilst okay. Hi Mark, I'm a plumber on commercial sites and recently done my SSSTS supervisor ticket and had to give a toolbox talk whilst on the course, and it was my first time standing at the front of somewhere. Didn't think I was nervous beforehand, but while I was up there doing it, I could feel my hands shaking. Mate, that ain't helped me. That's what I'd be like. I massively want to do it, and I'm quite confident at talking, I think. I'm quite a confident person, but I think in front of that room of people, like you've just said, yeah, I think I'd go like that. I don't know. And that's the sort of thing that it scares me, but it also makes me go, do you know what? I want to do it. Because I know full well, if I don't do it, Dan, I think you'd be good doing the back and forth with them. Exactly, Dan. That's what I want to sort of say to them is if I can get that rapport with someone in the crowd or in the audience, I'll be fine then. Maybe I could talk for the first 10 minutes about myself and the journey in, but then sort of say, you, sir, what do you do? What company do you work for? And then he'll come back to me and then I'll be fine at going, which is what we do on the podcast. So yeah, hopefully they'll let me do that side of it. I've managed to find out how to pull the comments back up. Let me see. Almost. How do you balance? Dan said, how do you balance plumbing business and your socials, mate? It's so hard. Luckily, my missus gets it now. So my missus, before you go to work, you do a full day at work, and then you come home, you'll be on your phone. We're all on our phones, but I'll be on my phone. When a video goes out at 6 o'clock, as you all probably noticed, video goes out at 6 o'clock, or whenever one of my videos goes out, I will sit there for the next 2 hours replying to everyone's comments. And we haven't had a DHC for a long time. Oh, no, we had one a couple of weeks ago, but it was off a video from 6 months ago, so people may not have seen that comment. But a DHC, dickhead comment, that became a massive thing a couple of years ago because I was getting pelted with a load of dickhead comments. I don't mind constructive comments, I don't mind constructive feedback, and I don't mind it when someone says, Mark, why have you done that? That's not right. Or what you'll get sometimes on the channel is people not knowing the full ins and outs of that job, and then going, you shouldn't have done that. Like, for instance, this wet room that's coming up next week. The wet room has got, the waste for the wet room has got to go in a certain place because that's the way the 12 by 12 wet room floor tray finishes. We have to cut the joist out. We have to cut this joist because the trap falls directly on it. There's no way around that. But then we brace the joists either side, brace it up. Dave Bishop, my carpenter's there. We brace up either side of it, we put trimmers in, and it's completely safe. But there will be people going, can't do that. You can't do that. It's took the structural rigidity out of the building and this, that, and the other. It hasn't. We've braced it up. I'm not just cutting joists out for the fun of it, but you're governed by where that's got to go. There's no other way around it. So yeah, everyone has a view. Everyone likes to comment, but that led on to a few years ago was the DHCs, the dickhead comments, and yeah, they they come through braced the joist. Yeah, the dickhead comments come through, and sometimes I'll leave them, and sometimes I'll just have a little bit of entertainment factor, bit of entertainment value. I'll have a bit of a go back with them. And sometimes, you know what, sometimes there's a bit of back and forth, and then at the end of it, the guy or the girl or whatever will be like, do you know what, yeah, all right, it's just a bit of fun, we're just having a bit of banter, and yeah, I'm all for that. It's good fun. So yeah, but yeah, there's a few more people join the chat now. People have just come on. This is the first ever any news on the electric car. Dan, I'll get to that because I haven't mentioned that on the YouTube channel at all. It's been Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, if you don't, go and give me a follow on Instagram, MJTIF Plumbing, because I put out quite a bit more sort of instantaneous sort of content on there. But yeah, if you've just joined this live, it's the first live I've ever done. I was basically up the unit this morning testing my camera out, just to see if I could work out how to do a live. The electric car, Dan, no more news on the electric car. So I don't really want to spoil it, but there's not that many people. We've got, what, 30 odd people, I think, watching. So what I've bought is a little tiny, it's called a Citroen Ammy. After this, go and Google a Citroen Ammy. It's a tiny, tiny little car, smaller than a Fiat 500. It's 2 meters wide. It's a little electric car. Well, it's a quadricycle, actually. Does 28 mile an hour. It's so funky. It's a funky little thing. So Citroen had a deal on them. So I bought this, as people probably know, I like my cars and whatnot. So I bought this Citroen Ammy, basically as branding. I'm having it wrapped orange. I'm having it wrapped orange and then having my company logo on it and then links to my YouTube channel and all that sort of stuff. Because wherever these Citroen Ammys go, they get photographed, and it's just going to become a little bit of a thing on the channel. It's just a bit of fun, but I'm going to try and do a job out of it. Because it's so small, I mean, I've got a little Fiat Panda 100 horsepower at the end of the unit there, and that's small. And people take the piss out of me when I drive that because it's absolutely tiny. But this thing is even smaller. So I'm going to try and do a out of it. Let's say I've got to change a flush valve or something. I will grab the bits that I need, the tools that I need, and see if we can work out of this little tiny Citroen Ammy. But if you don't know what they are, Google it. They're pretty cool little things. You will go, what the hell is that? Does 28 mile an hour, 45 mile range. Yeah, they're just made out of plastic, basically. Little electric thing. And it comes, you open the door, pull the plug out, the lead, comes on a 3-pin plug it into the wall, and it charges up in like 2 or 3 hours. So, yeah, there's a big video coming on that, so I'm going to do the whole ordering process of that, the picking it up from Citroen, getting it back, having it wrapped, branding, and then going to, it's going to be at shows, it's going to be like things like Installer Show and that as well. So it's going to be branded with certain brands on it as well. But yeah, we'll do a job out of it as well. Or maybe might even become the go-to jobbing van or car or quoting car or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, I haven't mentioned that on the channel yet. So I ordered it 3 months ago, June, July, August, and July, end of July I ordered it. And I'm still waiting for it to go through PDI and for Citroen to get it sorted out. So yeah, that's coming. Right, okay. I might jump off now. Now I know that it works, but let me know. I'll probably put it into one of my van chat videos, but even just let me know in the comments. Do I upload this video? Yeah, I think I will. I'll upload this video because I don't really know how it works. So if you're watching this video on the channel and I've uploaded it, this was like a test to see if I knew how to work. Closed couple toilet with no screw holes for fixing system against the wall. Closed couple toilet with no screw holes. Where did that go? Can't wait for that. Closed couple toilet with no screw holes for fixing the system against the wall. Got you, Jim. That seems to be becoming a bit of a thing. You know, obviously a closed couple toilet, you've got your 2 holes in the back of the system where it screws in. I've come across a few that don't have them screw holes in the back. So they're obviously fixed from the pan to the cistern. That pan will sit on the floor. I just put a tiny little bead of, oh, there you go, Dan said the same. I just put a tiny little bead of silicone along the back to take that movement out of it, and it just cushions it against the wall. Nothing else you can do. Don't use anything that's too harsh that if you need to get it back off, it's going to snap the pan. Put a tiny bead of silicone. You can always run your Stanley knife down it and cut it and get it off. But yeah, I have noticed that a little bit more, that they're coming with no fixings on the back. I don't know why. No problem, Jim. Yeah, that's what I would do, mate. And that's Dan's commented saying the same thing, that just a little bead of silicone. It's things like that that I like doing with this channel. It's little tips, tricks, hints. Everybody has a different way of doing it. It's like when I fit a pan down to the floor with the I haven't got one here, with the L brackets for the bottom of the pan. Instead of just putting the one screw in it where it can spin round, I say it on all my videos all the time, I always just drill 2 screws in it, holes in it, put 2 screws in it, and then that bracket won't spin and just, you know, move on that one screw going in. Little tips like that. So yeah, all is good. Hope you've enjoyed this. As I said, it's a bit of a live test live. I'm going to look at maybe doing it every Wednesday. If there's not a video on a Wednesday, maybe come up the unit, because I think it's a pretty cool setting. Now I know the Wi-Fi link works well. I can do it, and I can also come up on my laptop and do it there. Because I've got my little table set up in my unit now. Look, let me show you. Look, little table. Hang on. Little table in the unit. I need to get like a kettle up here. Shit, I'm going to worry about. What was that? Hang on. I need to sort these. There we go. Shit, I'm going to worry about the last job now. I used one screw. Hey, mate, don't worry. Honestly, don't worry. But when you do it next time, just put 2 screws in it. Would you hard pipe a bath or put flexis, or it doesn't matter? Flexis are an interesting one, right? Because I don't have a problem with flexis, apart from sometimes the internal bore is restricted. But then saying that, a lot of taps now are restricted massively inside. You might have a 22mm inlet on it, but once the water goes into it, interestingly enough, I did a test once. I don't know if I filmed it. One side of the bath was no, it was hard piped before. No, it wasn't. It was flexed before. So I run a test on the flow of that. I think, let's say, for argument's sake, it was 10 litres a minute. Then I hard piped it, so it was full bore, and it still come out at 10 litres a minute. So there was no difference in the flow rate coming through it with flexi or with pipe work. So it's an interesting one. I personally have no problem with flexes, but I know some people do. But that's just the way people do things different ways, but you get the same end result. If the flow rate on that was massively different, say hard piped was 10 litres a minute and through a flexi it was 4 litres a minute, then yeah, you could sort of, you could argue that. Looking healthy, no loads. Oh, I need to sort this out. Sean, yeah, great little chat, Mark. Thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Looking healthy, no loads on the weight loss jabs. Are there any side effects? So, the weight loss jabs, interesting one. I've been on them now for 5 months. I've had 0 side effects. The only slight issue I had was 2 days after starting it, I had raging headaches, and that was because I wasn't drinking enough water. Once I started drinking enough water, perfect. Yeah, been on it 5 months, lost just over 4 stone. Feel amazing, feel great. I was 126 kilo when I started, and then as of yesterday, I'm 101 kilo. So I want to get down. I've never done it in, well, that I can remember. He stood on the scales and seeing 99 kilo. I work in kilo because I used to do a lot of cycling, a lot of road cycling. So it was always kilos I worked in. So yeah, I've never seen 99 on my scale. So if I stand on them today and I hit 99, I'm happy to stay at what I am, sort of now 101, 102 kilo. But yeah, I've lost 25 kilo. So you know that massive suitcase that you pick up when you're going on holiday and you struggle to put it on the conveyor belt thing at the airport? That's basically how much I've lost. So next time you pick your suitcase up, that's how much I've lost. And it's changed me massively. I used to be a triple XL, XXXL. I'm now a large in t-shirts, jumpers, and all that sort of stuff. Jim, how much is the jab? So the jab is I think now it's about 140 quid a month. So you get a pen with 4 shots in it, a tiny, tiny little needle. Just pop it in your stomach once a week, or wherever, leg, arm. Pop it in once a week, and you dispense your 1 out of the 4 shots. 150 quid a month, but listen, right? I've saved money on it. I was spending, this is shocking, right? There's me doing like 2 or 3 minutes this morning on this live, thinking I'd give it a test, and we're half an hour in. I worked it out, I was probably I'll hold my hands up, and I used to eat shit. I was that guy that ate just crap. So I'd probably have 2 or 3 McDonald's a week, Big Mac meal, chips. I'd not really eat in the day, or I'd grab like a meal deal. Meal deals are, so 2 McDonald's a week. Let's say they're a tenner each. There's 20 quid a week. Couple of meal deals, they're 7, 8 quid a week. So let's say 35 quid a week. Then the missus would say, pop down the shop, get some bread, get some milk. You come back with a bag of Doritos, Monster Munch, and a load of crap. So there's another 10. So you're doing 45 quid a week. Let's say the missus would have a takeaway. Say a takeaway is 40 quid between the 2 of us. So you're doing 50, 60 quid a week on crap. Obviously, times that, 6, 12, 18, 24, you're doing 200 quid a week on crap, 200 quid a month on crap. That's without your normal shopping. I was drinking a couple of 3, 4 cans of Coke Zero a day. The missus was buying that. So she said the shopping bill's gone down. So I'm not spending anything on junk food, and 150 quid a month on the weight loss jab. So yeah, I've saved money on it. Feel amazing. I know it's not for everyone. I know there's certain people that it's not for them. I get it. It's Marmite, each to their own. But for me, it's been amazing. So yeah, I'm all for that. I'm sort of coming off it now, because I'm where I want to be, and hopefully I'm going to be able to manage what I eat, and just sort of put into practice what I've learned. I don't need to pile my plate up massively high. I don't need to do, I don't need to eat the things I used to eat. And, I come home from work, kettle up, 5 o'clock, come home from work, just change your lifestyle and your eating habit. Yeah, be very careful with the jab. I've not had an issue with it, to be honest. I know a lot of people on it. But no, I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I take it all in. But yeah, I'd come home from work and have put the kettle on, have a coffee, open the biscuits. You'd end up doing a whole packet of hobnobs. So yeah, hopefully it's done what it needs to do, and I can change my eating habits and dietary, what I eat. So yeah, all good on that front. But yeah, I get it. It's not for everyone. Right, what we got regards speaking in public. Look up Toastmasters. I assume, Jim, then that's some sort of they talk in front of people. I'll have a look. Toastmasters. I'm even going to write that down. Toastmasters. Sorted, Jim. I'll have a look at a public speaking club. Oh, is it like the Freemasons? Do you have to have a special handshake to get into this public speaking club? No, I will have a look, mate. And it's something that I want to have a look at, because obviously hosting a podcast, I can talk to people dead easy. I love it. No, mate, it's not. Yeah, doing the podcast, I enjoy talking to people. Love it. In fact, we recorded a podcast Friday night. It's brilliant. It's coming up in a couple of weeks. It's with a girl called Sammy. Now, her brand is branded by Sammy. She brands a lot of workwear. She does all my branding. Back on the back, she does all of that. She does a lot of workwear for so many different people, even people that you'll have watched on YouTube, different plumbing, heating engineers, but also does carpentry, charities, companies. She does all the branding and workwear for them. But Sammy struggled with anxiety really, really, really bad. Now, we got her on the Trade Legends podcast. If you haven't seen the Trade Legends podcast, go onto YouTube, click on it, get subscribed to the channel. We just chat with people in the trade. We've had plumbing, heating engineers, PB Plumber on there. We've had Luke, Blue Bulldog on there. We've had carpenters, electricians. We've had Charlie Mullins, who owns Pimlico Plumbers. We've had them all on there. So go and get subscribed to that. So I help host that, if you didn't know. But yeah, we recorded it Friday, and it's a really insightful show telling you the journey that she's had with anxiety. Sean, you're a natural, mate. Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. I do enjoy doing this sort of stuff. So yeah, thank you. Yeah, Sammy told a story about how anxious she is and how she's got over that in the last couple of years, and how she's now a massive, pivotal personality business in the social media construction sort of scene. Everyone comes to her for workwear branding. But not only that, I guess if you wanted 10 t-shirts made up to I'm a carpenter in Toastmasters, help me speak in front of 500 people plus. Wow, I will check it out, Jim. I'm a carpenter and just spoke to 500 people, mate. You'll know what I'm ironically my anxiety about doing that. So I will check it out. Thank you, Jim. But yeah, Sammy was on about her journey through her anxiety and how she's got over it and how she's coped with it. So yeah, I shall check that out. And also, if you haven't already, go and check out the Trade Legends podcast. Right, we're 36 minutes in, and this was 2 minutes. I was just trying out a live thing. So it clearly works. There's 30 people online now watching this. So thank you for watching me waffling away in my unit. I was just testing out to see if I could work out how the lives worked. So I'm going to put this out. I am going to put it out. So if you're watching this after I've put it out, drop into the comments and let me know if you would tune in on, let's put it out there and say a Wednesday night at 6 o'clock. We'll do probably an hour chatting. You like your own comments? Yeah, I do like my own comments because it helps the algorithm push the content out there. Sorry for my ignorance, but I'll be there. Any update on the tool theft? Where's that? Where's that gone? What was it? Oh yeah, you like your own comments. Yes, I do like my own comments because it helps push the algorithm and it helps push the content out there. Whoever comments, I'll like it, I'll give it a heart, I'll reply, and I'll like that comment afterwards because that's how YouTube works. It's not a problem, is it? It's fine. I can like my own comments. If I do a comment I'll like it. It's the game. It's the YouTube game. You have to do that to push the content, get the reach out there. Where are we at? Keep it up, Mark. Thanks, Delta Heating. Thanks, mate. Regular live is a great idea. Cheers, Wayne. Yeah, I do enjoy it, and now I know people are going to engage with it, and people are going to sort of feedback and have a chat and stuff like that. See, what do you think about choosing a trade? I was thinking electrician because everything is going electric. Oh, keep going. Everything is going electric. But then again, people always have big poos. You're right. My argument is everyone shits. It's as simple as that. So everyone's going to need plumbers. It's like the whole AI. Oh, we could go on for ages, right? It's the AI thing. There's jobs going now through AI. And it's a worrying place to be, you know. But I think tradespeople in general will be fine. Plumbers will be fine. A robot can't fit. Don't get me started on this. We have it on the podcast all the time. I go off on tangents about AI and conspiracy theories and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't think they're going to get robots to fix boilers and to fix leaks through ceilings and fit bathrooms. I genuinely don't. So if anything, having a trade is becoming more and more and more appealing to people. I get it on the comments and I get people messaging me on Instagram and that saying I'm a solicitor or I'm a high-end IT consultant or whatever, and they're like, I wish I got a trade. I wish I'd been into the trades, because anyone that does anything with their hands, I think they're pretty safe until those robots can start fixing bogs and fitting fuse boards and plastering walls. I think we're all going to be good. Just my view. But yeah, conspiracy theories and stuff like that, I could go for hours. I love that. Sorry, Mark, any updates regarding the tool theft petition? So the tool theft petition was a massive, massive thing. And Schweb, the gas expert, absolutely has been the forefront of that campaign for a good couple of years now. And I'm massively proud to be involved with that. Not to the degree he is. He oversees it and he is smashing it with it. But yeah, things are starting to move now. Shreb's in Parliament a lot. He's working with a lot of brands, companies, and like things like car boot sales are now not allowing tools to be sold on their sites, which if they're nicking them and stealing tools and they're not having an outlet for these tools, then they're in principle they're going to stop, or they're not going to do it as much. So as a construction trade, the social media backing behind it all, it's making waves, it's doing what it needs to do. Statistically, AI will be our customers. Yeah, probably will. Yeah, statistically, the numbers are slightly down, so it's going in the right direction. But we've all just got to be dead vigilant. Do things, you know, don't park, if you can help it, don't park your van away from where you're working. If anything, I've done this before. I've asked, again, I'm going to write this down because it's a good van chat topic. I've asked customers before to move their personal cars off drive so that I can put my van on there because it's secure, and they will do it. No one's going to break into their car, or they'll put their car down the road a little bit. That's fine. And if you ask your customer, look, you know, do you mind being cheeky, but I'd rather have my van outside because my livelihood's in that van. Decent customers will go, of course, Mark, not a problem at all, and they'll shift their car and you can get on the drive. But just it's a sad world we're in, but don't go to your Tesco's and in your van and go in there for 20 minutes doing your shopping, or you know, when you pop out, I'll pop in the van, I'll pop into town to get some new shoes or whatever. Don't go in your van, go in your car, because you just, unfortunately, it's an easy target. You know, you park in Tesco's or as the car park, they know you're going to be in there for at least 20 minutes while you're in there doing your shopping. So yeah, right, I'm going to love you and leave you. I quite enjoyed this. It's been different, hasn't it? Sunday morning. Plus, I need to get home to watch the F1. Need to finish off at the unit, sort some bits out, get my van ready and sorted for tomorrow morning. We're starting the bathroom. Had a skips down to be delivered to the job, and I've had to get a parking permit for the skip, or a permit for the skip. So usually an 8-yard skip for me is 350 quid. We've got to put it onto the public road with a permit, so it's 520 quid for an 8-yard skip. That, you know, full well is going. I'm going to go back Tuesday morning, and it's going to have a sofa in it, a telly, a fridge, random stuff put in there from every Tom, Dick and Harry who lives up that street. Let's hope not, but it's usually the way it works out. Right, I'm off. Thank you so much for watching this massively ad hoc live. Yeah, drop in the comments, let me know if you're up for me doing it on a Wednesday night, something like that. Cheers, Jim. Cheers, mate. I will check out Toastmasters as well. Matt, thanks for that. It's going to hopefully give me the confidence to do. Came across this by accident, but live chat is great. Terry, came across this by accident. Live chat is great. Thanks, Terry. It was massively ad hoc, mate. Cheers, Sean. Yeah, it was massively ad hoc. I was testing for 2 minutes and we're 45 minutes in. So that goes to show I can do my half-an-hour speaking thing, because I've just been speaking to you lot, but it's been back and forth, hasn't it? Right, I'm off. As I said, there's no video tonight. Sorry about that. I've been massively busy all week, but I have got it. You'll probably find a 2CV in the skip. Chris, yeah, the amount of stuff that they chuck in skips nowadays is unreal. So, yeah. No, appreciate it. Thanks. Drop a comment, like. As I said, hit that like button. Give it a thumbs up. Helps. Get subscribed as well. See? Told you. Right, I don't even know how to turn these off. I assume it is there. Yeah.